I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
All right, I'll make a motion. The Board of Commissioners motion to approve the March 28th, 2024 regular meeting minutes.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina? Yes. Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge Doherty, good morning.
Good morning.
Come on.
Who's
You
talking?
ready for me?
Yep.
Come on, Hank.
Hank?
Yes, ma'am. Uh-oh, Hank, you're in trouble.
Oh,
Judge
Hank's,
speaks, I listen.
Hank's the man.
Good morning, gang.
Morning.
Hank is the man. I'm assuming you guys have these.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
All right. Hank has one.
Yes.
All right. I'll start and then let Hank proceed. He's more specific in terms of
We
the
don't-
request.
I
Give
But
me 1 second,
No.
Judge
Oh,
Doherty.
go ahead. We should have made a packet.
I thought we had those.
Yeah, I thought we had one on my desk.
thought we emailed them, but I'll do
Yeah, we did. She emailed him, I got a copy of it, it's on my desk.
okay.
Stand by.
No problem. Not a problem.
Morning, Barb.
Good morning.
How are you?
Morning, Barb.
Good morning,
that.
Winona.
Hello. Judge, I think she gave them to you. I gave them to you.
Oh.
Copies. Oh,
Yeah.
copies.
That's what I asked. I thought.
Hopefully you get your steps.
Okay,
Thank
there
you.
you go. Sorry about that.
I need the steps.
I know.
Now we're talking.
Have them with my other stuff. Okay. So, as you are all aware, we did not receive the grant, the federal grant that we had received a few years ago. That was obviously a great help in curbing our costs for our probation department and our specialized dockets. And we reapplied. We did not receive it again. Actually, only 3 counties, I believe, in the whole state did receive the federal grant that we had originally received. We were incredibly disappointed, but unfortunately, it is what it is, and we didn't get it. So that leaves us in a situation where obviously our caseload is still increasing all the time, and we have personnel that are absolutely essential to the functioning of our department. So, Hank, do you want to go through it more specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I can chime in. I think I came up before this board, I think this past, I don't know, September. And requested that you guys give us some assistance to sustain the positions that were paid out of the federal grant. And you so graciously said you would do it through 2024.
Yeah, it was for the balance of 2023 and then
And
all of
yes,
correct.
ma'am,
Okay.
that is correct,
Okay.
yes, ma'am. And of course, you guys know how busy we are, and Judge echoed that. I mean, over the last 4 or 5 years, we've been an integral part of the county. When they had COVID, they were released from jail, and they were placed on probation, and the courts had to stay open, so we had to stay open when other departments were shutting down. So what we're asking, respectfully asking, that those 3 positions that were grant funded be continued. We saved the county some money because I think one of the employees, Heather Battaglia, was paid out of the general fund. So we took her out of the general fund and used some of those federal dollars to pay for her position. Now the dollars are gone. We need to put her, because she's been with our department for
Oh,
18
yeah.
years.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We're trying to keep her. So again, like the judge said, she'd like to continue to keep the drug court program, and by doing that, we need staffing for that program.
So it's for the drug court then, or is it?
Well,
for-
overall,
or
we
how-
need,
over-
yeah,
okay.
overall, we need those bodies, those 3 bodies.
And Heather, so it's not just my
No,
Hope
she's-
Court, it's Rise,
yeah.
Star Court. Obviously, it's now that we have 3 specialized dockets, that are up and running. But the reality is, even the folks who are assigned to our specialized dockets still have the responsibilities to supervise other individuals on probation who are not in our docket. So, they really wear 2 hats and are vital to probation and to the specialized dockets.
So according to this judge, there were 3 that were grant funded, but you said, Heather was already in there, so. that
Heather had
is-
been originally out
Yeah.
of the general fund, and then we put her on.
Right.
Then their fund.
Yeah.
Correct.
So Dave Moore, Grant, and Carolyn are the 3, or who, cause it says here the only position that was added as part of the federal grant award was Caroline Carlson.
Yeah, we had, I believe, 2.
Yeah.
So was Dave Moore and Grant Sandrock, was he also part of the general fund?
They were a part of the federal grant. But, Grant, initially, no. He was one we brought on when we
With the
got, when we
grant.
got
When
the
we
grant,
got the grant. Right.
And he has, Grant is and I know he wouldn't mind me saying this, but he's a recovering, with mental health and substance abuse. He's been a great addition.
He was just at your.
Yeah, he's
just drug court.
We've had him speak a number of times, even at
Lived
graduation.
experience. We have book smart. He's lived it.
Unfortunately,
So,
lived it,
yeah.
yeah.
So what about Caroline Carlson then? Am I missing something?
She was an addition.
She was an addition. She does our case management. There was a time when we were like in the midst of a few years ago, we had to have case management through the agencies for the individuals who were participating in the specialized dockets. That wasn't working out. They were not able to utilize for billing purposes. The agencies were not able to let us utilize their case management individuals. We have so many folks who, because of our requirements in our program, we need to help them with housing. We need to help them with getting their license back, every gamut of their life. And Caroline is not only a probation officer, but she also assists with that case management. She helps them get their PMHA vouchers, et cetera. So she's integral to not just our specialized docket programming, but she also provides that to other probationers.
So what I'm getting at is I'm hearing 3, but really 4. Because is it these 3, even though Heather was originally
Yes,
from general
yes.
fund,
Correct.
we removed her.
That is correct.
Correct.
And then we have Carolyn, so really it's 4 that you
It
need
is.
funding for.
We're just putting
Okay.
Heather
Yes.
back in that mix because we can't pay her through the grant anymore.
But see, we
That is
removed her
correct.
from the general
Yeah,
fund.
that- you're right.
So it's
100%,
4
yeah.
actually. Okay,
Correct.
I just wanted to make sure, because I'm like,
Yeah,
am I
yeah.
missing something?
No, you're right.
You are right.
So the back page has just Heather, Dave, and Carolyn, and it's Grant should be on that as well.
Yeah, well,
Salaries
well,
requested.
if you will, let me share this with you. You know how we do with these state grants. We've been successful the last couple of years getting some grant funding from Mental Health and Recovery Board. I do believe.
Yeah.
We are currently paying grant out of that fund.
Okay.
I'm sorry, yeah.
So we're not
clarification.
specifically asking for that. We're hoping we can continue doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
and-
really only 3, even
Just
though
the
we're
3?
talking about 4.
4,
So-
okay.
So of the 678,000
That's over 3 years though.
over 3 years.
Yes.
Three
So it's-
quarters, yeah.
you're talking like 236,000, pretty much for those 3.
Yeah.
And that's about what we gave, wasn't it, recently, because we had to do September to December, and then we funded for all this.
Correct.
And we used some of that extra money, because I remember our guys were receiving a paltry wage, forgive me if you will. They were making $17 an
Yeah.
hour, and the judges and you guys allowed us to use some of that excess money from the grant
Sales and use tax.
to bring those guys up.
Yep.
You know, because they're all required to have a degree. Not that, we don't want that, but they're required to have
They're
it
doing,
by
they're
the
doing a
state.
difficult job.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
well
by the
deserved.
state. Yeah, thank you.
So now back to Grant.
Yes.
Grant is from a different grant.
Grant is from a
Correct.
different grant.
Correct.
Yes.
Different mother.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to put this on the.
You are
so now,
absolutely right.
do we know, when do we apply for that to continue
Good
funding?
point.
I mean, am I jumping ahead?
No,
No.
you're
I'm
good. I just
like-
don't know the
Yeah.
answer to that.
Teresa, typically she can reapply in May. However, there's times we don't get that funding until like August, September. But we've been successful over the last few years, so I would submit to you, we probably get it again, but I don't know. You know how grants are, guys.
Well, yeah,
They're a
especially
risk.
now.
They're a risk. Yeah,
And we hate to rely on that,
yeah, right.
but we are in, I guess, in this situation with Grant. You know, Teresa's been very successful in doing that. Obviously, if that implodes, we would have a problem, but
So
we're
how
trying to
long
be
is grant funded
conservative.
for?
So June 30th of 2024.
Okay, so he's funded till June 30th. Okay.
You know, we have all these grants, it's like a shell game, and you hope that, you know, you do a nice job and you keep getting the money, but you know how the state and how the federal government.
Speaking of shell games, so the state grant, is the federal grant or state grant we're losing?
Federal
Federal.
grant,
Federal.
yes.
Any chance of those kind of things coming by, or it's just year
Well,
by year? you
Teresa,
find out?
Teresa has written another grant, plus we just hired Michael Bolts. He's working on grants. We're always working on grants to try and save money. As a matter of fact, we have the other state grant, which we've had since the 80s, that funds 4.5 positions, and that goes until 2025. And I feel confident we'll get that. In the interim, we need to stop the bleeding, and hopefully we'll get more funding. Right?
it seems like the federal grants are a lot less reliable. And that's been historic, no matter what county I've worked in. Federal grants just unfortunately are very, once you get them, there's, you don't always keep them, and that's the
But you know,
unfortunate
that's
thing.
just temporary. That's why you need to realize that it's gonna go away.
And we do.
Try to
Right.
do through attrition or not replacing one to backfill.
Yeah.
The problem is our docket just keeps increasing. I mean, as you all know, I have literally, between Pittman and I, we have the highest docket in the state of Ohio of any judge in any county. And the fact that we operate with our probation department as fluidly and as you know, as well as we do is amazing, because they have, in turn, because we have so many cases, I mean, each of us had over 1,300 cases last year and in 2023. And no other judge in the state even came close to that. I think the highest was about 600 per judge. We have 1,300 per judge. So the fact that our probation department functions as well as they do and so excellently, knowing that we have such a ridiculously high docket is pretty incredible. And I hate to keep harping on it, but it's the reality. And the Supreme Court recognizes that we have this high docket, but of course they're not doing anything to assist us in any way. So we're dealing with it and trying to get these grants, but as you know, federal grants are pretty fly-by-night. I hate to say that, but they are. So we did try to, account for that, certainly knowing that we may not get it, but we honestly thought we would. I mean, we had everything in place, and we really, had a lot of we thought, inventive kinds of things that we proposed, because they always want new things proposed for, the programming, and we did. But they were so limited in what they gave Ohio overall, we were just left out in the cold, so.
We had the one federal grant, just a little bit of money. We told the two people, when the grant goes, you go. There's nothing we can do about it. So, but our case, like just our caseload have gone up.
Yeah.
ISP, just to add a little bit more to it, for the ISP grant, number-wise, over a 2-year period, we have to divert 680 offenders from prison. So we get funding from the state. That's why Judge said we need to keep our staffing, because of that overflow as well.
If we do the 236, how long would that cover you if you don't get any grant assistance?
That'll,
That's 1 year.
yeah.
That's
just
1 year.
Just
From-
this year?
from-
The balance of this year,
From
and
when?
we're asking
And half.
for
It goes-
2025.
Sorry,
Yeah.
half of 25.
Yeah, half of 25.
But it sounds to me like the grant goes from September to September.
That-
But we funded it for the full year.
The full year, yes.
So
Yes,
going
yes,
forward,
thank
that's
you.
why we
Yep.
had a
Yep.
small portion
Yep, you're right.
last
Right.
year, and then we funded for the full year.
You're right, that is correct.
So that
Sabrina.
would cover
Till the end of this
entire
year.
year
Yeah,
of
to the end of
2025.
2024.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the additional money would take, if you graciously provided that money to us, that would get us to the end of just
Yeah.
2025.
Okay.
Hopefully another, I don't know, maybe a wind flow of money will come in that we restore those
I'll buy you
Back
guys a
to
money
work.
tree.
I know, I
It's
get
a
it.
good luck.
I
I
know, I
have
know, I know.
We would all love a windfall of money for the
Yeah,
county.
yes.
You know, it's just, and you guys are well aware, it's just such an integral part of our criminal justice system, and we do strive to keep people on probation and not send them to the, you know, to the High Department of Corrections if at all possible. Sometimes that's not even an option,
jail,
but,
Your Honor.
right, and the jail. But that puts so much more of a burden on our probation department to have to supervise them. And they do such a great job. I mean, I know I say that a lot, but I work so closely with all of the probation officers that deal especially in felonies, and they are just tireless and on top of everything considering how, you know, outrageous their caseload is. So, that being said, we certainly can't have less. We certainly can't have less people. It is just unfortunately the way life is right now. We have to have a lot of supervision on some of these folks. And it's beneficial for them. I mean, you see the success we have in our program, but not just them. We have success, you know, with people getting off probation, and I get letters so many times thanking me for the probation department for going above and beyond and helping them get their life back on track. So again, it's not limited to the specialized dockets. They just do an incredible job. So,
All right.
So, okay, thank you.
do you have any more specific questions
I
about
think,
the
I
funding?
think you've answered all of them that I
Okay.
had.
Nope.
Mike, questions?
Okay.
No, thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have to get to drug court.
All right, you guys
See
have
my
a great
peeps.
All right, thank you. Andy, take care.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to do a,
Well, you know what? He is not here yet.
he's not here? Is he out in the
No.
hall?
Is he in the hall? I don't know.
Hey, Dawn, is anybody standing in the hall? Gentlemen? Yes. No. We're doing a proclamation.
Hi, are you Kaden?
Yeah, I am.
Hi, Kaden. I'm Commissioner Bennett.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hey, Kaden, I'm Tony Bellamani.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you
Good,
doing?
Mike Tinlin.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
And we're gonna do a proclamation. You put your stuff down
Okay.
and take your coat off if you like.
Yeah, relax. We'll give you a minute or two, Kaden.
We're gonna do a autism awareness proclamation today.
Okay.
Okay, you can stand. If you could stand right there, we're gonna read this to you, to everybody. This is a proclamation honoring Autism Awareness Day. Whereas autism affects the behavior and the brain development of millions of people worldwide, and autism spectrum disorders, ASD, are becoming increasingly common. And whereas, in recognition of the growing needs of the worldwide autistic community and the raise awareness of autism spectrum disorders, along with the need to provide services to individuals, families who are affected, the United Nations has sanctioned April 2nd as World Autism Awareness Day. And whereas,
Autism Speaks, an organization dedicated to funding research on autism and advocating for the needs of individuals with autism and their families, promotes the awareness of autism worldwide. And whereas, in light of the growing impact of autism spectrum disorders and the necessity for greater awareness, Autism Speaks holds their Light It Up Blue campaign on World Autism Awareness Day, designed to increase awareness about autism by asking participating organizations to turn their light blue. Now therefore it be
Be it resolved that in recognition of World Autism Awareness Day, the Portage County Board of Commissioners encourages all employees and citizens to light it up blue to support Autism Speaks in their awareness efforts by using a blue light for homes and buildings, or to wear blue to show the support of families as they manage the unique challenges that autism presents. And be it further that the Portage County Board of Commissioners does hereby proclaim April 2nd, 2024 as Autism Awareness Day in Portage County, signed by your 3 county commissioners.
very
Yay! Hayden, did you want to say a couple words, or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely,
He wants
please,
to
yeah,
say
go
a
ahead.
couple
Is there
words.
a podium somewhere?
You can have a seat right there, you
seat
can stand right there.
You've got speakers down there, or did
Yeah.
you want to talk to the audience?
We've got,
Yes, or-
Caden, you're on actually camera that's
Oh.
being broadcasted live.
Oh,
So, okay.
okay, yeah. Well, first of all, let me say thank you to the Portage County Commissioners for this honor. I never thought in my 19 years on Earth I would receive a proclamation. This honestly makes me wonder, will things come to me even when I least expect them? I'm on the autism spectrum. I was diagnosed when I was 2 years old. And throughout my life I was told, you aren't capable of anything because of this. However, thanks to the support of my parents and my overall stubbornness, grace, and willing to learn, I was able to prove the naysayers wrong. Now, I'm in college at Kent State University, just a couple minutes away from Ravenna, and I'm an activist and writer who wants to make the world a better place for people like me. My advocacy journey began with a class project in 2022 when I went to Lake Erie College. The assignment was think of a way to help the community and act on it. I decided to do something I wouldn't have been open to do when I was a teenager. I decided to make a GoFundMe for the Autism Society of America, and with the help of my group, we were able to raise $1,085 for the Autism Society of America, and we actually won a contest where everyone presented their community service projects. Unfortunately, I found that my group, along with a lot of Gen Z, only decided to do the project and help the autism community to get the grade and the prize we got on. Unfortunately, this is the mindset of the TikTok generation, as I like to call them. They like to talk, but they don't like to act. So I figured I would be the voice of the generation. I know what it feels like for people with autism to feel like they're alone, to feel like they're confused, to feel like they won't amount to anything. But I'm on a mission to not only let those kids know that they are capable of amazing things, but to help bring this cause to as many people's attention as possible. Unfortunately, Congress and Senate don't take this issue seriously enough. Instead, we see TikTok gets banned, and instead of autism bill passed to help those get what they need. I think if all of us pitch in to this cause, we can make the world a better place for not just people with autism, but the world.
Thank you, Caden.
Thanks, Katie.
Very good, nicely
Nice
done.
job, buddy.
Could you please come up so we can give you the proclamation, they get pictures?
Sorry, more of them. Are you okay?
If you can come stand right here for me, right next to me, and we're gonna get this proclamation, so Michelle can put this. Okay.
Ready? Okay, got a couple.
Okay. Good.
Thank
Great
you.
job, good job. Keep up your good work.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
It's nice to see you today too.
Thanks, Katie.
you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Do you know when the next bus to Kent leaves? I gotta get back for a class.
We'll help you.
Yeah, they'll help
In the
you.
front.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Sarah, she printed out a bus schedule for you.
All right.
All right, bye, have a
Thank
good day.
you.
Bye, Caden.
What a good
Tammy,
guy,
good
huh?
morning.
Oh, awesome.
Hello.
How are you this
Good,
morning?
how are you?
Good, I don't know, it's a hard act to follow for
Oh.
me, so.
What a champ, huh?
Yeah,
I know.
definitely.
Okay, so it looks like we have an executive session at the end. Anything you want to comment on, Tammy?
Nope, just bringing back what we had discussed last week, so that's what the first thing for you guys to approve with the organizational efficiency that we talked about, so that's what that first journal entry's for.
Okay, thank you. All right. The Board of Commissioners approves for the purpose of organizational efficiency, the position of budget analyst is being created due to the immediate need to support the department and budget finance. Also, the existing position that includes the responsibility for the management of the county's fleet of vehicles will be modified to reflect solely those duties entirely. and will be named as fleet coordinator and shall continue to have the same level of compensation and shall continue to be classified non-exempt position.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Okay, in accordance with section 305.30 of the Ohio Revised Code and the Sports Resolution 21-0396, Part 9I, Board of Commissioners acknowledges and approves the county administrator's approval too. I'll make a motion to authorize the external posting of grants coordinator for Portage County Department of Budget and Finance.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to authorize the external posting of the budget analyst for Portage County Department of Budget and Finance.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to authorize to hire Jared Griffith, Regional Wastewater Treatment Plant Operator in Training, Portage County Water Resources, to be effective as of Tuesday, April 9th, 2024.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to authorize to hire Mary Ann Bishop, Account Clerk 2, Portage County Jobs and Family Services, to be effective as of Monday, April 15th, 2024.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Okay, in accordance with Ohio Revised Code 121.22G1, the Board of Commissioners moves into executive session to consider the employment of a public employee.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Good day, my friends.
Always a
Good day. Have a
pleasure.
great
Hank.
day, sir.
Be good.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Any action?
Yes.
No.
No, not today. Next week, sorry. Excuse me. Okay.
All right. In accordance with Ohio Revised Code 121.22G1, the Board of Commissioners moves into executive session to consider the compensation of a public employee.
Second.
Roll call?
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
We are live.
Okay, I'll make a motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
Roll call?
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Any action?
No action. Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you so much, guys.
Do we have a Jackie?
I am
Oh,
Jackie.
you're Jackie too. I
Yes.
missed that part.
Yes.
Hi, Jackie.
What
No
do you
bangs
do?
today, Mike.
Dang it.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so I think it's all pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions, I will absolutely do my best to answer for you.
Yeah, the only question I have is I was gonna ask why the then and now list is so high. If we can just shoot an email to Jackie and she can respond. That's the only thing I have.
Yeah, I'll let her answer that. I'll email her right now.
She'll know, yeah. Okay, all right, I will make a motion, the Board of Commissioners approves the local share contribution in the amount of $42,500 as requested by the Portage County Soil and Water Conservation District.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Okay, in accordance with section 305.30K of the Ohio Revised Code and this board's resolution 21-0396 and this board's resolution 21-0878, the Board of Commissioners acknowledges and approves the county administrator's approval too. I'll make a motion to direct the auditor's office to pay process the March 28th, 2024 bills, ACH payments, wires, journal vouchers, then and nows as applicable, contingent upon the verification of reports as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion to process the March 28th, 2024 budget amendments as reviewed and recommended by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to declare obsolete and authorize the trade-in of 4 vehicles from the Portage County Prosecutor and to declare the necessary to lease 3 vehicles for the use by the Portage County Prosecutor.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to transfer from Fund 0001 General Fund to Fund 1410 Public Assistance Fund.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to transfer from Fund 0001 General Fund to Fund 1414 Child Support General Administration.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to accept the award from the Ohio Department of Public Safety, Ohio Traffic Safety Office's 2024 Summer Holiday Enforcement Program grant on behalf of Portage County Sheriff's Office.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes. Thank you, Michelle,
Okay.
Jackie.
You're welcome.
Solid waste. Good morning, Dawn.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Hello, Dawn.
You're up.
Really here to spend money today.
Mm-hmm.
I have first of all, let me say this is all projected in my budget, so that's a bonus. I brought projections. That helps.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. So I have on the
You
back,
don't love me then.
the very back,
Thank you.
I did give you one. You can see the area that we're talking about here. It's not the office building. It's 29,800 square feet.
That's like the
Essentially-
garage then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost my entire existence over there, minus the office building. So I need a new roof. Talked to Shannon. We can join the purchasing alliance. And she sent some people over to give some estimates, and I received 2 back. The first one was for, I think, $332,000, and it was a spray foam roof. I had no idea that was an option. There's not very many that I could find around here. I was suggested to go see one, and the closest was Cleveland. So it doesn't really seem like my best option.
So you say spray on. I think when I was over there, they spray on the inside of the roof.
Yeah,
Or do they
no,
spray
this
on
is
top?
on the top.
Top.
Yeah, I just can't find any around here to go see. So I find that concerning.
Okay.
So my second option is a metal roof, which you see there, and that quote is $410,000, which is what ideally I'd like to go with.
Is this, it's a flat roof, isn't it? Is
It's
any
not
peaks?
flat.
Oh, it's not flat, it just looks flat.
Yes. And if you are fine with that, that resolution will come through later.
And I see Shannon's bringing it in under her projects.
Right.
Okay. Well,
You're good.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I know, it's not something I wanna spend money on, but
Yeah.
it's
Once
definitely
every
needed.
15, 20 years? Yeah.
Yeah, and the warranty is 25 years.
25.
I won't be
It'll
here.
surpass all of this.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Well,
sure hope so.
Get
Right?
us over
so.
the hump.
Right.
speak for
Send a
yourself.
picture in the cloud for me.
I'll be alive.
The second one I would like to purchase is a front load truck. Like 2 months ago, we applied for a federal grant for a front load and a side load. We did not receive that grant, so we will continue to follow our capital improvement plan and purchase a front load truck.
Cost of front load.
I think it's $377,000 at this current moment. Continues to jump every year.
So is this all in your budget, or where's the funding?
Yes,
coming
all
from?
of this funding is in my budget.
How long does it take to get one?
There is one in stock available in November.
Hmm.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
The solid waste plan, the first draft is due in August. Hannah and I originally started working on that. With Hannah leaving, it kind of threw a bump in our plan. The last solid waste plan that Ohio EPA wrote, since we didn't pass our previous plan, was $42,000. The format changed, and we jumped to 4.1, which we previously talked about. And after Hannah working on it and myself working on it, the current quote is $36,000.
Wow.
And I am super frustrated with that cost. I feel like I've been living in this solid waste plan for very long, and I refuse to pay that cost. So I'd rather pay an hourly rate of $255. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Do that again. So I lost you. So it costs whatever it's going to cost. Went from 42 to
36
Six.
after I feel like we've been working on it solidly
last
for
couple years.
almost a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So good. You don't like paying. You want to
I
pay
refuse.
hourly. So what? Tell us what that means.
Oh.
Do your plan 1 year by yourself?
I've been
Yeah.
writing it myself.
That's what I thought.
Mhm.
It's almost 250 pages,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I can choose to finish it by contracting it out, or pay an hourly rate in the spots that I need help on.
Mhm.
So, and that's the route that
Sounds
I think
good
I
to
would
me.
like
And that
to
would
go.
go quicker
Yeah.
having somebody that has done this a lot.
Oh, right. That's the job that they do.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to pay $40,000 essentially when
No.
I have to help anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So you're gonna go the route of $255 an hour.
Right.
Okay. So that's why I was like, wait a minute. Didn't you used to write the plan? I remember you
We've
did.
never
Yeah.
wrote the plan since I've been there. We've never written the plan.
Oh.
It's
They
always been
modify it.
paid, but I wanted to tackle it.
Yeah,
It
'cause
just-
thought back when Bill was still here, I thought for some reason you did 1 year. No.
We've never wrote it, but
Oh.
I really wanted to tackle it, but having a change in staff changed a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last thing is our 2005 pickup truck is on its last leg. So we are looking at options to deliver carts in, maybe add a safe body to it. I don't have any pricing or anything on that. I just wanted to let you know on that one.
Okay. So you're inquiring, and then you have funding for that, Dawn?
I do have funding.
Okay, so
Yeah,
all your
our
projects
funding's
that you're
fine.
presenting today, you have the funding for, including the roof, or is that coming from Shannon?
No, that's
I
right.
wish. That sounds great.
Yeah, we'll let you keep it.
Good job, ARPA funding left.
That's
I mean, but no, I do have the funds.
All right.
All right, well,
Very
thank
good.
you, Ms.
Thank you,
Dawn.
Dawn.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, today is which one day? For
Michelle Day.
yeah, leadership.
So
Day.
I also, AKA Shannon. Here
Get
you
a
are.
little more sass. to
Project. Yes, yes, yes.
AKA flight
No one can
attendant.
really pull off
you. A little more
Shannon, you
pep
know.
in your step.
Flight attendant.
Okay.
Okay, so she provided a project update. As you will see under the admin building, work is to begin the week of 4/15. They will start on elevator 3, closest to the Board of Elections.
Oh, wow.
That's fabulous information, right? Let's see here, what else?
Yeah.
Then we go over to EMA, the EOC.
Looking good.
It's looking good, yeah.
What
Drywall-
page is that on?
The last one?
Three.
Four.
Oh, is it 4? Okay, it starts on 3, it goes to 4, okay.
Okay, the drywall section, complete and first coat of paint. Ceiling grid to be completed the week of 4/1. Currently working on existing attached garage finishes. Waiting for the electrical panel to be shipped, but project is still set to be completed on time. Project is coming along quite nicely.
Scheduled to be a little bit early too, right?
Well, I hesitate to say that
Okay.
because every time we announce that, we get ourselves in a situation. But potentially, yes.
It looks good though.
It does look good. All right, juvenile court. The state fire marshal is to inspect phase 1 for occupancy on 4/3 of 24, and then moving on to phases 2 and 3. And that is it as far as project updates.
Oh, Shannon's slacking this week.
Why? I assure you, she is still working on other
I'm
projects.
just kidding.
You know, she made it simple for me, I'm sure of it.
Alright, sounds good. Moving in the right direction, no snafus, so there's good news. Okay. I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners agrees to enter into an agreement with Portage County Common Pleas and Municipal Court and alcohol monitoring system for offenders in need of home incarceration and alcohol monitoring.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
The Board of Commissioners accepts and awards the bid of Kenmore Construction Company, Inc. for the Randolph Road Bridge Replacement over Potters Creek in Portage County.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
I'll make a motion the Board of Commissioners declares Michael Baker International, Inc. most qualified firm as a result of review and analysis of qualifications and enters into negotiations for providing professional construction administrative services for the project known as Randolph Road Bridge Replacement over Potters Creek, Portage County.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
The Board of Commissioners agrees to enter into a letter of arrangement between the Portage County Auditor of State to audit the financial statements as of and for the year ended December 31st, 2023.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
The Board of Commissioners agrees to enter amendment number 1 for the supplemental equipment and software with the Sheriff's Office and Vercada doing business as Vartana, Inc. for the Portage County Jail.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Is that the cameras?
Yes.
Okay. This thing, it just said equipment, I was just wondering. The Board of Commissioners agrees to enter into an agreement with Portage County Jobs and Family Services and Children's Advantage of Art Therapy.
Second.
Sabrina,
Roll
Yes.
call. I didn't know that noise that came out of me was a second.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
The Board of Commissioners approves specifications and set bid date for professional utility locating services in Portage County Regional Sewer District.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Board of Commissioners authorizes Portage County Solid Waste Management District to enter into an agreement with Roof Connect.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes. True knowledge, is there any public comment yet? No? Okay. Miscellaneous.
The Board of Commissioners received the March 18th, 2024 correspondence from the Portage County Sheriff's Office, including the monthly record of proceedings and transactions for February 2024 in accordance with Ohio Revised Code, Section 325.07.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
The Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the kennel disposition report and intake report for March 18th, 2024 through March 24th, 2024 as presented by the Chief Dog Warden Dave McIntyre.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
The Board of Commissioners received the March 26, 2024 Amendment Certificate of Estimated Resources for the year beginning January 1st, 2024 as submitted by the Portage County Budget Commission.
Second.
Roll call?
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
The Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the April 1st, 2024 certificate of county auditor, and the total appropriations from each fund do exceed the official estimate of resources as presented by the county auditor's office.
Second.
Roll call?
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes. Okay, we will recess to, anything else? Anything else, anyone?
No.
We'll recess to 11. Cassidy, is there any public comment?
No, sir.
Anything else come before the board?
Can we reconvene?
We will reconvene as Board of Commissioners
Okay.
and ditto those questions.
Yes.
Okay,
No, to all of them.
okay, great.
All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
And just so you remember,